Hello everyone, Desert Gold, a beautiful afternoon. Wanted to go over a couple of things. Want to do review an update on my M1 Garand, but before we do that, got another little surprise. I had a moment of weakness when I went by my local gun range, and I'm sure you recognize the box, and I couldn't resist. It was been a while since I've purchased something, so I had a hankering, and my hankering wound up with a brand new Glock 19, excuse me, 19C. It's the compensated. Weapon is obviously empty. It's brand new. Comes with the standard accoutrements, if you want to call it. Couple of mags, speed loader, ever-present lock, all the instructions and warnings and test fire casings. So between me and you, my wife doesn't know about this. I snuck into the house with it. The neat thing about Glocks, guys, is for 90% of your wives, they all look alike. So this is just another one of my Glocks. So we just take mag out, put it in. Nobody knows. Secret is safe. Now we're going to touch on what the whole video I intend to do with. This is my M1 Garand, and in previous videos I went through the refurbishing of this rifle, and through the journey got involved with getting fixated on trying to get it as close to what it was originally, and I'm a few steps closer with this. As you can see, the rifle is really a gorgeous. Turn it really well. Let's see if I can get. Some of the recent additions, as you know, I previously said that I want this to be as original as I can possibly do it. This receiver, when I first purchased it, the serial number on the back, Springfield Arms, dating it back to 1944. Now, the original rifle came with this bolt, and if you look at, let's see if I can get this close enough for you guys to see. You see right there is the serial number, or the drawing number for this, and right at the end you'll see HRA, which is Harrington Richardson Arms. Everything else is on the receiver was Springfield. That bugged me, so I hunted down a bolt, and it's going to be hard to see, but this is the proper dated bolt from Springfield Arms for this era. Oh, just so everybody's aware, gun is empty and safe. The other areas that I made a change on was when the rifle first came, or when I first obtained the rifle, it had a Springfield Arms barrel in it, but the date was wrong. Let's see if I can get this in view for you. If you can see that, it does have SA for Springfield Arms, but right after that it is 1951, or 51 is the barrel date, and I wasn't obviously happy with it, you know, given what my intentions were. So the barrel, while it was good, it didn't fit my purposes for what I wanted to do, so I pulled the barrel out, and it has now got a .1944 barrel in it. Another area of concern for me was the op rod. This one, again, the numbering is on the op rod, and this one was a Harrington Richards op rod. Again, not what I was looking for, so I replaced that with an op rod that is 1944. Now, everything else pretty much dates to the period. The other thing that bugged me a little bit about it was the rear sight. The rear sight was a later date. Rear sight, I keep jumping up and down for you guys here, but pretty much standard for what you see on Garands, later year Garands. The actual date range for this weapon would have had a Type 3 lock bar rear sight, and that can be identified with the lock bar there. And so I replaced it with a Type 3 sight. Now, the last thing that you want to do is, and probably the hardest thing to do, is get a stock that is 70 years old that looks decent. You can see the butt plate is not overhang anywhere on this. Beautiful. The one thing that I've noticed and kind of interacted with some YouTube videos with guys doing Garand dating is the cartouches. This is a touchy area for Garands because they're so easily replicated. If you can look closely here, you can see part of the SA, and then right under it is EMF, or Earl McFarland. This was a cartouche that he used in that era. And next to it, which is always present in that date range, is the ordnance circle with the cross cannons. Part of it is missing on the top there, but you can definitely make out the cross cannons. You're also going to have the proof stamp on the grip. Getting back to cartouches, you have to be very careful when you're looking for stocks. There's a bushel of them on eBay for sale, and I guarantee you, I've seen some stocks with these cartouches, 43 and 44 Springfield Arms GAW and Earl McFarland's, and the stamp, I mean, is clear. I mean, it's like it's never been sanded, touched, or anything. My concern with that is, given the age of these rifles and the fact that you can go on eBay and actually buy cartouche stamps for McFarland or Woody or any of the others, and the circle proof stamp, you can buy the serifs and the ordnance circle. Anything is available with these stamps on eBay. So let's say you get a relatively nice stock and want to increase the value of it. Pretty easy to put a stamp on it. I'm not implying that that's what's being done, but I guarantee you I've seen some stocks on eBay with stamps that can't possibly be 70 years old. So my advice to you is due diligence. You know, look at what's being offered. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Another point is this is a actual 1944 Garand sling, and I mean, if you look at it, it shows the age. I mean, there's no way around it, right? Just, you know, time is going to take its toll. So while you want to try and get the best quality and the nicest looking additions to your piece, you don't want to be, you know, buying stuff that really isn't accurate and actually detracting from the aesthetics and value of the rifle. I just thought I'd bring you up to speed on my little pet, and hope I haven't bored you too much. Hope to get this out on the range, and we'll see how it does on the firing line. Until then, you guys have a great day and be well. Have fun. Desert Gold.